Sparklers. So I am at Killingbeck graveyard today. It's very windy, so I do apologise. And yeah, see if there's anything spiritual around, which there is one, but he's not really talkative. So I don't know why he's here. It is a real big puzzle why he's here. He's the only spirit here. So other than at the gates, other than that is really weird. That is actually a bit weird. So other than at the gates, I can't explain what's happened because you guys will know. But other than the gates, watchmen that are at each gate, there's not really much going on here. That's the sad thing about graveyards. They're quite peaceful. I actually personally enjoy them, to be honest. So I will take some cinematic shots, and if I get to speak to them, I'll speak to them. So I'm gonna watch this and go, whatever. I think they were murdered. So basically the conversation went, can I come home with you? I was like, no. And I was like, why are you here? And they went, my mum died. So I was like, well, go be with her. Go chill with her. And they were like, but I can't. And I was like, why? And they were just like, I can't. And that was it. Didn't discuss any further than me. So either they were a really bad sinner, bad person in life, or they died a traumatic death. Very traumatic. Sadly though, I think it's too windy to catch anything. I really do think it's too windy to actually catch anything, sadly. Yeah, which is a bit gutting. Very gutting, but it's a beautiful graveyard, well looked after. Absolutely gorgeous. May need to do a nighttime one. Sadly this one isn't open, so maybe if you've got a few suggestions to open graveyards around Yorkshire, pop them down below and I'll have a look. That's the problem. Some people really look after the graveyards, but I think that's because they've had a lot of damage throughout the years on them. Got more there. But this one's really one of the peaceful ones. It could be because it's a Catholic cemetery, so most of them have had the burial that they should have had. So it could be that. Yeah, it's only really the Watchman, and the Watchman won't talk to me. The Watchmen are just here to protect it from any negative energies coming in, such as soul energy, not actual people energy. Sadly they can't do that, but yeah, I'm going to show you what they call a porpoise grave. So these graves are actually porpoise graves that have just come along, and I just think that would be interesting for you guys to see. I know I have some family myself that are buried in porpoise graves, and this is people that wouldn't have been able to afford, would have died in like workhouses, etc. But yeah, they were literally just piled on top of one another. So I am going to sort of show you these.
She walks alone where shadows play. A cracked mirror whispers stay. The wall.
Those graves always shock me though. They're quite sad. I'm hoping you can hear me over this wind. They're quite sad when you actually watch this, that they're just put in on top of each other. You can actually see some new people have been put in them as well. So there's obviously still people which are struggling to afford funerals, etc. This wind has got up like mad since I've been talking about the porpoise graves. Like, it's got up worse. Add, guys, is actually this is rare for porpoise graves to have gravestones. We have. So it's actually really rare. So see what I mean? So it's actually really rare. So I want to say that Killingbeck have done a good job here, actually putting gravestones on, just purely because it is just so rare, so rare. You know, my husband used to work at a cemetery and they never ever had gravestones. It's one of the reasons why my nana never could be able to find her dad. Unfortunately for us, my husband worked there, so we were quite blessed because he managed to find it for us. So yeah, don't forget, keep sparkling.